afternoon, everyone. Or is it still morning? Probably still morning, actually. We're just out on the bike to test this ECU today. The roads are a little greasy, to say the least. It's been hard for us here the last couple of nights, so we're just trying to get some miles in on this ECU, see what it feels like. See if the oil change recently has made any improvement with the quick shifter. So we'll just get the bike warmed up and I'll come back to you in a minute. But at the minute, we're just coming into the land of Donald Trump. So if you want to know where our bearings are, we're about 50-60 miles south of Glasgow. Just going through a place called Turnberry, which is famous for Donald Trump's hotel or golf resort, whatever you want to say. Looking fairly busy today. As you can see, a few lodges and the big venue up on the left hand side there. A few £1 million been spent on that. And on the golf course. So say what you say, I don't care what your politics are, but he's spending money over here, which is probably a good thing. But anyway, well, let's get down the road, let's get this thing warmed up and see how we get on out in the hills. Catch you in a sec. So the roll on in fourth gear is pretty smooth. It's feels like I can ride in fourth gear most places. Just rolling off. There's no kind of in the middle of the road, getting dropped off, no doubt. There's no kind of snatchiness or any kind of struggling to get up the rev range. That's quite nice to have. A little mud on the road. Pick up and forth is lovely. The fifth. Okay, so that's just sitting cruising at 60 and fifth. Fueling feels awesome. Roll on. Oh yes, that's what we like. It's nice and deep note out of it now. I do like this Arrow decap. It seems to be doing the job with regard to just the levels of sound. So for those of you not from the UK, that sign is our favourite sign on a motorbike. It allows you to go with the national speed limit, which is 60 miles an hour on these type of roads. Although you can go a lot faster if you wanted to. Just like some tractors been chucking some diesel in there. It looks a little bit rainbowy. Let's see how we go. See all the debris from trees being down. Hopefully this road I'm going to go up does have access. I don't know. I haven't read anywhere that it's been closed, but it is a kind of forestry route, so I'd expect the sheepies. That's not a hazard around here. You get sheep. Over here, that's Kilcarron House, if you can see it. That's a big stately home type thing with an airstrip in its front garden. So we're going to turn towards that and head up into those hills that are on our right hand side. So yeah, there's got a wee bit of an airstrip there. I don't think there's much flying from it these days. But so this is coming into Kilcarron. Big stately home over there to the right. Little bridge over the river again. Cheeky over. No. And then on the right hand side you'll see the airstrip. See it there? That big straight? That's an airstrip. Private planes only, obviously. But when you've got that money doing that house, you can probably got a couple out the back. Temperatures north of 5 degrees anyway, I think. 4 or 5. So just keep a wee eye. an alpaca resort. You can go walking with alpacas on the right there. Who'd have thought Scotland would have been a Peruvian enclave? But yeah, walk with alpacas. So I don't know if the camera's picking that out, but that gives you a view. That's us looking west towards the Ayrshire coast. So we're up at nearly 1,000 feet now. And you can start to see the infrastructure. That used to be all trees. So they've obviously chopped a lot of it down because this is probably the next wind farm project that's going to be up here. You can see the fire roads there have been put in. There was a good fire road up here on the left that had no gate on it for a while. It took you right across to the other side of the forest. I managed to go through that during the pandemic, and some fantastic views. So this is us just coming up to the top of the climb. So we're at 1,021 feet here. Great roads. If you're ever up at this part of the world, it seems to be that everybody bypasses this. You know, anytime I watch guys doing, oh, we're going to the NC 500, this, the NC 500, or we're doing a tour of Scotland, they go straight past Galloway. They don't come into, you know, yeah, it looks a bit more, it's not as pretty as maybe the Highlands or the high ground, but to tell you the truth, it's as good as anywhere. It's quieter. Some of the roads are good. You can plot some really good roads through here. You do get kind of a bit of the place to yourself, which I've already mentioned, which is what I like. It's nice to get out and basically not be stuck in a camper van or 50 other cars, as a matter of fact. I did the NC 500 in its totality a couple of years ago with my brother. We hadn't done a lap of it for a while, so we went up and did it, and to be honest, it's alright. I'm not going to say, you know, don't do it. Yes, the scenery is lovely, you get the weather, it's fantastic, but you can also not get the weather. So it's one of these things that, you know, 6 of 1. Right, that's how we look, see what's going on here. So there's a big wind farm project in on the right hand side here as you go in this corner. Oh, just listen to that bike pick up off the bottom there. I'm hoping you're getting the sound that I spoke about earlier on with this second microphone. Hoping it sounded okay. This is a wind farm construction here on the right. Again, probably security about. You can see the roads just open there, but that's another taking up in a big wind farm. Do it at your own risk, that's all I'll say. This is Glenala. Look at that opening up in front of you. This is a fantastic road. I'll just slow down a bit here, let you soak that in. Hopefully you can see it okay. Bit of sunshine coming up, there's more ice. Yep. You can see that's froze solid. Yep. Yeah, so this is Glenala. It's a cracking little road. It just takes you down into the Ballocks. So it's a wee drop down into a valley. I'll just take it easy here because there's probably some runoff and ice will be in the middle of a bloody corner. And the last thing I want to do on my first attempt at talking to a camera whilst riding, I end up on my hole. So yeah, so this is Glenala. They've replanted this extensively over the last few years. You can see the trees starting to come up now. So I'm expecting this to be a cracking forest in probably 5-10 years. There'll be a nice wee route down through here, down through the trees. Again, the surface is pretty good. The wind farm lorries use them quite a bit. Hence why there's new tarmac. And there's lots of big sort of deer gates and stuff. So, yeah, so I'm just watching out for ice there. Yeah, so this is Glenala. You can see the place has been stripped in the past. The Galloways have had some, I think it's larch disease, or there's a disease that's running through all the forests. So what they've been doing is been quite extensively deforesting, at the same time putting in lots of wind farms. So this is probably one of the lesser spoilt valleys. And it's a beautiful spot. Come up here in a summer's evening, absolutely fantastic. Again, just keeping an eye out for some ice, even though it is +4, but just don't want to end up on my hoop. I hope this is all coming out okay on the camera. It's just, I'm just soaking it up. I'm just chilling out here. I haven't been up here for a few months, so I'm just enjoying it. And as you can see, it's a good road. It's probably comparable to maybe the likes of the Elan Valley in Wales and some of the roads around central Wales that a lot of you guys will have ridden in your time. You know, it's a similar kind of topography. A little bit quieter. So here we are, Galloway Forest Park. We're starting to get into like kind of some of the touristy thing. Here we are, Ballock, as I said. Watch out for the ice. Down here, I'll just cruise up here because in case there's some like-minded people out. Plenty of ice about. This road's a bit rougher this side of the hill, which is all good in my book. You can see over the right there's some cracking topography, so a few hills and stuff. I've been coming up this road for years, so it's just one of these places you can go and just get maximum chill. Still at 4 degrees. It actually doesn't feel that cold. I feel okay. So yep, here we are. So this is Nicola Ballock, as they call it. This is a well-known cycling climb. It does go on. We're up at 913 feet here. Cattle grid, plenty of sheep. Bit of a steep-sided valley for these parts. Still climbing. Wee car parking space on the right there if you want to stop. The lovely view towards Bar. I've taken many as a photograph there, and you can see plenty of grass in the middle of the quite funny. During the pandemic, you used to catch people were wild camping up here and on that slope and stuff. It was absolutely crazy what people were up to. When you look back on it, it's absolutely crazy what we complied with and what we did back then. And there's a few landslips there, so it's going to scar to the hill. Hopefully we're okay up here. So this road here now basically takes us into the Galloway Hills. Oh, ice, slow. Shit. That's fucking sheet ice there. Whoa. Pay attention. I'm sitting looking at the erosion on the other side of the bloody hill. Yeah, so this brings this opens up around the corner here. I'll just slow down and let it emerge gently. So it looks a bit brighter down here as well, so hopefully it's not overexposing the camera. So as you come out here, you'll see a few, somebody's parked up for a bit of an afternoon. There could be a little bit of moisture out over there. So this is us just coming into the Galloway Hills. So We're coming in from the sort of northwest direction, heading southeast. As we come up here, whoa, is that ice? Jeez, I didn't even see that, I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, so you can see the hills. You can imagine what this is like on a nice day. You can see the hills clearly there, so there's more. See anywhere there's moisture, it is actually frozen, most of it, to be honest. Even though the temperature's still +4. Yeah. So I'll just take a cruise easy down here. This road's quite a good wee road to come down as well. Well, that's the only road, in fact. So that is the Merrick, etc. in the distance there. So you're just kind of north of Glentrill. And this road brings us out on the sort of Glentrill to Straighton Road. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's a forestry road. It's marked on the map. But this is just a wee side tributary or side road, C-class, whatever you want to call it. But you can see it opens up. This road's good fun. You can imagine coming down here on a summer's evening. It's nice and dry and warm. You can get a fair look on down here. All within limits, of course. There's a few wee bits that are kind of off camberish, and there's a bit of shit in the middle of the road, but the sight lines are usually pretty good. So that's just coming to the end of this wee road here in a wee bit. You can see it snakes in front of you there. It's absolute class fun this in the summer. We're still at 1,662 feet. I didn't actually check the height. I'll maybe stick a. I'll go back and look at the video and see what was the maximum height through that little pass, and see where we go. This is bringing us out now onto the Glentrill Straighten sort of main vein through the Galloway forest. Then as you can see, there's a little bit of snow up the top there. That's just on the back side of the Merrick, I think. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, no doubt. I'm not local. Don't hassle me. What's this saying? Is this road saying it's closed? Road closed here. Oh, it's only no access to straight to the 7th of the 3rd, 24th. Oh, that's a bit away yet. So this is one of the main routes to the Galloway Hills we've joined here. Still at just about 1,000 feet. We'll drop down here and then we start climbing back up again. Bells Memorial, if you need to Google. See where we are on the map. This is kind of more of a forestry truck kind of road, just a bit more wide open. There's a lot more traffic on this one, even though there's none at the moment. It winds itself up on the valley on the right hand side, so you're able to see it opening up in a wee bit. There's something down there coming towards me. Stopped. So we parked for the night. Bit of van life. As you can see, I don't think I've passed a car yet. Oh, sorry, I have. I've passed one truck. Yeah, this has obviously been googled on the Park for the Night website or whatever. People are now starting to find these spots. Oh, that pickup in 4th. Oh, Andy, you're my man. Does tend to get gridded during the day. Yeah, there you go. Welcome to Galloway. You could probably squeeze past that one, but that's just an out and back. That gate's new. that little fire road had been there for years. When they cut the hill, and then a gate just appeared. Obviously to stop people camping. It's also, there's a bit of fly tipping goes on, which, don't get me wrong, people just chuck shit anywhere, but lately I've come across things in the forest that people have made an effort to actually drive in to get not be seen. So I can understand why they're putting big gates on it, but it'd be lovely just to have a gate wide enough, or a little entrance wide enough for a motorbike. But hey ho, we are the Antichrist in some people's minds. They think we're trouble, when really all we want to do is explore and have a bit of fun off-road without having to worry about someone hitting us. But hey ho, I'm just rambling now. So this is a good road here. You can see it just flows, it's just sinuous. For those of you that know this road well, you've probably been up it a few times. It's a good route north to south again from sort of the Newton Stewart A75 area. If you're coming up from Stranraer, it's a bit of a cut through to get to, but there's some great corners on. And now we're up at 1400 feet. So you gain quite a bit of height. You know, considering I was at sea level about 30 minutes ago. So Stincher is one of the big rivers up here that runs down to Ballantrae on the west coast, and the source is just on the right hand side there. Cornish Hill, I think the hill here is called. Yeah, it is Cornish Hill. Sorry, my geography's okay when I'm looking at a map. There we go, we've dropped 200 feet now. Let's see what the surface is like. So it's just coming into one of the main forestry veins. That's the former Carrick Drive. I'll take you up there another time when I've got a bit more time. That leads you into a bit of a forest road. It's been closed since pandemic. I think there was a load of hassle, fly tippers, wild camping, that kind of thing, and they just closed it and never opened it again. But it cuts through to Loch Doon, which is just east of here. So it just gives you an idea, geography-wise, we're going. I mean, this is just a road. This is just a good local road that can be quiet, traffic works. Over to our left is the area where we've come from. And you can see this road is just left, right, left, right. It's perfect for these bikes, absolutely perfect. I mean, you can get a bit of a hoon on here in a summer's evening when there's nobody about. You can definitely get the knee down. This is one that just tightens, opens. And again, it's one of these things you just got to keep an eye out. You can't see around the corner, you'll your wits about you. And also midweek here, you get trucks coming down, the logging trucks. And these boys, the logging trucks, know these roads like the back of their hand. So they just literally keep her lit flat out all the way down them. And they don't slow down very quickly. So they just keep her lit. Time is money and all that. So this part of the world, I think it produces something like 500,000 tons of timber for the Scottish economy. I think it's something ridiculous like that. Lately they've been doing a lot of deforesting, mainly because of some of the tree diseases that have been coming out. But you can see there's a few sort of fire roads and stuff, all gated, all locked up, all kind of out of bounds, which is a real shame because it's a beautiful area. It'd be great if you could get a few routes, maybe BDR style or approved routes where even if you bought a permit to access and things like that. So I'm still sort of finding my way with regard to what's best for these action cameras. I've had a GoPro literally since the Hero. I've always had GoPros, but I've always found them, as you say, a little bit flaky. I do have one of my handlebars right now, but you can see the problems I was having if it's cold or the batteries and things like that. That's why I've got it hardwired in. I just thought, well, I'll give it a go, but I went ahead and spent a bit of money on a new one with a mic set up and things like that, just to see what it's like. And I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible and also have it as, you know, basically set up as well as I can. So it might have run out of battery now, but I've no flashing lights in the photo because I just wanted to be quite inconspicuous, but I'm trying to be wire free on the helmet at least, and then that way we can hopefully make it a lot easier to make these types of videos. Oh, that feels like it just wants to take off. Sorry, I'm just enjoying this. Oh, give it a wee bit of. That's me literally just tickling it in fourth, and it's not even up at 5,000 revs. This thing's gonna sing. Absolutely awesome. Well, thanks for joining us. It's been a pleasure taking you around my local area. Hopefully, if you guys are interested in this part of the world, you'll not give it a second glance. The area is fantastic. As you can see, there's great roads. So I thoroughly recommend you get yourselves up here. Spend a few days up here if you can. Spend some money in the local distilleries, in the shops, and enjoy the basically endless empty roads. And maybe catch you out there. Okay guys, until next time, see you later. Forestry. Yeah.